He's the healer I'm gonna play the most.
Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we'll be doing a full breakdown on Scholar's job change.
Please tell me Ruin 2 is still there. Please tell me Ruin 2 is still there. Please tell me Ruin 2 is still there. Please. The only thing I need is Ruin 2.
Now Scholar is a job that appears to have only gotten a few adjustments and additions, at least on the surface, and I'll elaborate on that a little bit more later. One big thing is that your Broil spell only takes 1.5 seconds to cast now. This great
Yes! I saw Ruin 2! Woo! Woo! Yes!
improves movement and the ability to weave in off global cooldowns. Less Ruin 2s is good in my book. The only other change I really saw that wasn't potent
Less Ruin 2 is obviously better, but the fact that Ruin 2 is still there is good. Because it gives us, oh shit, movement, and then a double weavable window, you know?
related appeared to be that
Like I said earlier, right? I'm dumb, right? I'm stupid, I'm slow, I'm not intuitive. I don't remember map everything perfectly to the second. That's why for me, that's why I love Scholar, right? Because this Ruin 2 lets me catch up, you know? When I fuck up something, when I forget something, this Ruin 2 lets me catch up. And also the Ruin 2 lets me move way more than I can because again, I'm dumb, right? So that's why for me, right? One of the best thing about Scholar, if I ever play a healer, is Ruin 2. It allows my slow brain to catch up, you know?
Fey Blessing no longer uses Fairy Gauge. They didn't
Wait, what? This is the only reason why you use a gauge. If this doesn't use a gauge, then what the fuck do we use? Okay, yeah, continue watching.
add any new Fairy Gauge skills either, so it seems like that's just
Wait, what?
exclusive. They didn't add any new Fairy Gauge skills either, so it seems like that's just exclusively used for Ether Pack now.
Huh? Oh my god, I'm so confused right now. I mean, it's good. That means I can use Aether Pack whenever the fuck I want now, right? I don't have to worry about, I need to save 10 gauge for Fey Blessing, right? Okay, it's good.
I actually wanted more gauge usage going into
Yeah, same. I think every scholar or even every healer expect that we get more gauge users.
Endwalker to make it more interactive, so not too exciting for me. Guess I'll just let that tether rip more often then. For
Yeah.
new skills at level 82, Broil and Art of
Oh god, will the fairy still do dumb shit like stay in spot? And then if the tank go out of range, they still stay in spot rather than they just tether and follow. If they just tether and follow, then that's great. If they still stay, that's dog shit. Again, nobody feedback. No, I'm sorry, let me recorrect that. No Japanese feedback. So therefore, I'm most likely gonna not see any changes.
War both digivolve
Right.
into Broil 4 and Art of War 2 just to get a bit of potency and to get a new animation. At level 86, Scholar gets Protraction, which is basically a party-wide thrill of battle. It
Ooh. Okay. That's good. 1 minute as well, that's good.
raises the max health of all party members and heals them for that amount. It also boosts their healing received by 10% during this time as well. This has a wide array of potential uses. Players can click this buff off after the heal to potentially make max HP checks a bit easier, or tanks could abuse this bonus health to buff their party shield, such as Divine Veil or Shake It Off, allowing for even more mitigation. Not to mention, it has bonus healing. That ensures that any shields that are cast on the party will be more powerful as well. So I expect this to be an insanely popular cooldown, especially with a short 1 minute cooldown. You know, if it keeps that way in the full release. Finally is Scholar's capstone skill, their level 90 ability, the meme from the live letter, Expedient. This skill has two effects. First, it reduces damage taken by 10%.
Okay, now that's okay. If it's just speed boost, I would have been really fucking disappointed. If it is just speed boost, I can totally see it being reworked, just like how Shake It Off is. Now, the fact that it at least, although it's 2 minute cooldown, but at least it's got damage reduction, that's fine. That's good, right? That's good.
For the whole party for 20 seconds, which is pretty long. But it also provides everyone with increased movement speed for that time as well. How much movement speed, you may ask? Well, in this side-by-side comparison, it looks to be the same speed as Sprint, same running animation, same travel time, so looks like it's AoE Sprint to me.
I mean, right now, this sprint is a bonus. When they first showcase and when they first talk about it, it seems like its movement speed, that was a meme. Now with the 10%, man, it would for 2-minute cooldown, I expect it to be 15. But then it's 20 seconds. But do you really need 20 seconds? Fuck though. Like if they do like terminal relativity, then that's gonna be fucking great, right?
Now on one hand, that's actually really useful. Plenty of times in a fight, I just wish Sprint had 2 charges, maybe one day. However, at least I get to control when I sprint, so I know when to not use it or when my character's run speed will change.
Yeah. What if you do stillness? I mean, I don't think people will use that for stillness, but I mean not stillness, the force march, right? The Alexander, the black and the tether, right? Fuck, man. I mean, I don't think people will use this there anyway. So
Scholar pops it as I'm running towards a ledge, well hopefully I notice before it's too late. Or even worse, any mechanics that force you to run in a set direction uncontrollably are now at much more risk of trolling, deliberate or otherwise. I truly wonder if this survives this iteration or it gets changed, because it's as useful as it is memey. I guess it joins the rescue club in that regard.
we just need some JP to run off the ledge, and then they will fix it.
As for traits, they're pretty by the books. Their level 82 trait just evolves Broil and Art of War up a tier. Their level 85 trait boosts the potency of some of their healing spells, including Embrace and Seraphic Veil. It also increases the shield potency of Adlo and Succor, something a bit more notable than a lot of other jobs. Because pretty much every job got some sort of potency boost at 85 via a trait, whether it be damage or healing. And at 88, the cooldown on deployment tactics is lowered to 90 seconds. That's pretty big considering how strong
Yeah,
that
that's why I
skill
say
is.
10%
So
is
is
kind
Scholar
of
the
like
meme
underwhelming.
everyone thought it would be? I
But
don't
it's 20
think so,
seconds.
but I don't think it's nearly as exciting right now with Sage as its shield barrier counterpart. The damage and skill potencies seem to be countered against the fact that Sage will be using an extra second every time they boost their base spells, alongside having energy drain in the kit for Scholar. They also still have Chain, which is pretty valuable to the group, embraces a higher potency than the heal from Sage's Cardian partner share, and their
I think the reason why Scholar is not getting quote-unquote much love is because Scholar honestly is pretty fucking good already. It's just not the best because you were competing with 2 other job that is just better, right? It's like you know, it's like when we had Dark Knight, Paladin, and Warrior, right? Obviously 2 will be picked and 1 will be left behind, right? But now because the addition of 1 more healer, at least it makes that you only compete with the other. You are competing with 1 and not competing with 2, and then they are the same category. I mean, same category, and then you got 2 separate category for healing. I think that alone will make Scholar pretty in a better situation than current 3 healer situation, right? And honestly speaking, if you just compare to one of the healer, like you say, okay, you bring a Scholar when you have a White Mage, or you bring a Scholar when you have an Astro. Honestly, Scholar is fine. But obviously, if you can bring both Scholar, White Mage and Astro, then that's where Scholar fall behind, right? But otherwise, Scholar is pretty good. Like, the off GCDs are really good. I think the heals is pretty good. The tools are really fucking good. So, I think the job isn't that much of a big problem. So, if there's not much changes, that's fine. Because it's strong, right? It's just sadly it's competing with 2 others. That's why it's not desirable now. But I can see it being could be better or being brought.
Their defensives are still incredibly strong, even if the movement speed on Expedient is a bit of a meme. I think it will come down to feel and aesthetic more than actual performance, and I think at this point Scholar is really lacking the aesthetic.
Oh yeah, and the fairy obviously, It's okay. I want to help Happy reiterate here. It's a bit lacking if you compare to what other jobs have, but for me playing Scholar so much, even as a casual standpoint, I think Scholar has got amazing and enough tools. All they have to do, enhance the tools and improve the fairy responsiveness. That's it. If they can do these 2 alone, Scholar will be great. It's already good, it will be great. I don't think it needs to get like much more fanciful or brand new tools, like obviously. I mean, everything for Sage is brand new, right? Everything for Scholar is existing, right? So you can't really compare to, like, you know, say new things or fanciful things. But I think, you know,
for issuing a command, and
I know it might
I
seem
will say
copium,
that at least
but
when issuing a lot of
I
commands
really
back
think
to back,
I really think
it
Scholar
didn't
is
seem to take
already
as
pretty
long,
decent.
but I won't say
you know?
that it seemed like it was massively improved either. But if you liked Scholar before, you'll still like it after the changes, and it won't be bad in my opinion, but it's definitely not as exciting for me.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Okay,
going to be a
agreed.
wrap for my overview on the
I think for
Scholar changes coming
excitement-wise,
into Endwalker. Be sure to like,
nothing
favorite,
to
subscribe,
really
and
look
share, and
forward
check
to,
out
but
all the
I
other
think
Media
this
Tour
job will
videos
work.
in the playlist. They'll keep